Scott, so many months out of the team, now in the team, how good does that feel?
Yeah, brilliant. That's what, it's my job to be a footballer, and if you strip it right back down and go back to a kid, that's everything you want to be, and that's what it's all about, playing on a Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock, so it's a great feeling. Now the important thing is I just work hard and make that stick.
There's this thing, the goalkeepers union, and when like one person's in the team, the other one is up. There seems to be a real bond between the keepers, but it must have been frustrating for you to sit on the sidelines and warm up Roy all those months.
Well, yeah, no point lying about it. Massively frustrating, but at the same time, you've got to be professional and bide your time. Like I've said previously on numerous occasions, it's been great to work with Roy and see what he does and see where he's been. With his career, kind of pick little things up from him, but. There's no point sulking. I think there's a difference of being frustrated and sulking. You've always got to be ready, and I think that's what I've done, kept myself ready, and now it's time for me, without being harsh on Roy, to keep him out of the team.
Is there anything that you think you did in particular that all of a sudden caused the breakthrough, and all of a sudden you're in the team?
No, well, like I said, I've got a goalie coach who keeps me on the straight and narrow. We work every day, playing or not playing. You keep yourself prepared, and I think. Whether Roy deserved to play or not play, I think I bide my time and got on with it and just wait for the gaffer to put me in. I don't think it's a case of me doing anything special or in particular. I've had to perform in games, whether it be the reserves or whatever level playing at. I've had to play, do my job and wait for the opportunity.
So this opportunity would have ever came had the management not changed at the football club?
Honestly, no, I don't think so.
Why is that?
Well, he said I was too soft for a start. There's no point beating around the bush, so a bit controversial, but I'm a big believer in honesty. He went to see him, he thought I was too soft, so in what
this
case,
is Ricardo?
Yeah, I'm not knocking him as a person, because I've been in managers before that don't play you, and everyone's entitled to their own opinion. For instance, at Ipswich, Mick McCarthy said, look, you're just not for me, go find yourself another club, and like Ricardo came in and said I was too soft, so it's one of them. So it was difficult because I was working hard and thinking, am I going to play, am I not going to play? But like I keep saying, no point sulking about it because football's a funny game. What
is it about you that he thought was soft? Because you sit before me 6'4", 6'5", tattoos all down the arms and onto the hands, beard, shaved head. You don't seem to fit the mould of someone who looks soft.
I have no idea. No, I have no idea. Don't get me wrong, I'm no cage fighter. It's just one of them. It's his opinion. Whether he actually meant it, I don't know how he meant it. To be fair, but it's laughable now, and it's in the past. But I guess that made me more strong and determined to kind of prove him wrong. But then I've got to give him credit because he brought me in, kind of thing, at the same time. So it was an odd situation to be in, but. Like I said, that's in the past now, it's not worth even thinking about.
And here you are in the team, and there's been a lot to grumble about from a Notts County fans' perspective over the last few weeks, but you've not been one of them. You are kind of a shining light at the moment. One of the things that people are holding up there is, isn't it great that Scott's in the team? What do you make of that?
Yeah, it's nice, and the support I've had has been second to none. It's brilliant. But like I keep saying, it's only 3 games. I want to be here. I don't want to just play 3 games for the club. I want to go on to play 50, 100, whatever I can play, and I need to be remembered at the end of that run for. I tell you what, we had a good goalkeeper at the Rain, and like I said, my focus now is to stay in the team and play here for as long as I can, and keep performing. And with all due respect to Roy, I've got to keep him at the team because it's my career. I want to push forward again and show people why I was where I was and why I had this reputation when I was younger. And the only way I can do that is by keep working hard, getting my head down, and working with Pilks and try and be as professional as I can.
The side hasn't won at home yet under Jamie's management. How much is that playing on the players' minds?
I can't speak for us. It's slightly frustrating. I think we've had a little bit of bad luck. I know there's chances against Dagenham if we score, and at Bristol I think Isel's an inch away from tapping it in. I think games could be different, but again, you could all say if buts and maybes in football. You've got to create your own luck, and for whatever reason, it's just not been going for us. But all we can do as players is get our heads together and work for each other, and to try and put that right. I know the fans, can make a noise about the manager, and they can sing what they want, and that's absolutely fine because they're entitled to their own opinions. But ultimately it's down to the players to put it right on the pitch. there's certain things that we have to do ourselves and take responsibility to to turn things around.
Is there almost it's over the top to say a feeling of dread about playing at home at the moment, but it's not been a nice atmosphere of late with the chants, the banners, things like that. As far as proximity goes, nobody's closer to the fans, the Kop, than you when you're in goal at that end. What do you hear? What do you make of it? And is there a little bit of, I don't know, almost dread having to step out there into that?
To be honest, I can't really speak for others, but I think it could be different for outfield players. But I think as a goalkeeper, because you have to watch the game every second of it and you're so focused, I think, yeah, you can hear noises, but you can't really, actually hear what people are saying. I think you just focus, so you can kind of mentally block it out. I can't speak for other players because I know everybody is different the way they approach games, the way they think. So I wouldn't say we're dreading it. I think it is frustration all over the pitch, and I think it's one of them. It's like I keep saying, football is a funny game. We could go and win 4-0 tomorrow, and no one in the league would batter an eye because they'd look at our squad and go, "Oh, there you go." So it's one. I think it's just a case of getting that early goal and that bit of confidence to think, right, we are a good team. Let's just get our season back on track, and the gaffer keeps saying, just enjoy it. I think that's what we've got to do, is enjoy the rest of the season now and try and get some bums back on seats and play for each other as well as the fans and everybody else involved with the club.
What do you make of Exeter City? They've played well of late. Over the last 5 or 6 games, they've hit a bit of a rosy patch of form.
I think they're what we call a proper footballing side, aren't they? They try and play the right way. A lot of people talk about League Two being long ball and physical and that. I think if you look at their team, I think they try and pop it about a bit and they try and do things the right way. So we know they'll be coming here to have a good go. We'll be very technically gifted, and it's important that we match them up and give them a real good test and try and match them physically. But we've got qualities as well, so it's important that when we get on the ball, we relax and show them that we can play football as well.
Thank you.
So you've come into the team the last few weeks, and obviously Roy Carroll's off. You've got international duty as well. Do you see this as an opportunity to kind of state your place, to keep onto that shirt now?
Yeah, definitely. I'm always a big believer, and I said it to Pilks after the Cambridge goal against which everyone said, it was Roy's fault and all this. I think a goalkeeper needs a good run of games. Goalkeepers are going to make mistakes. You look at the highest level. I think look at Peter Cech at the start of the season. I think you can't be and I just said earlier, you can't be judged after 3 games, no matter how well I've played. Personally, I'm not just saying it because I want to stay in the team. I think a goalkeeper needs 10 to 15 games to show his consistency. And I've had 3 games now, and I've got a good opportunity while Roy's away to get another 3. And so all I've got to do is play consistently. It's important for me now not to go chasing things just because I've been playing well. I can't think, I need to make this save. I've got to kind of keep my head on and let the game come to me a little bit and just basically do my job because that's what it is at the end of the day. So it's a good opportunity for me, especially looking to next year as well, because I want to be the number 1 here. So there's no doubts in my mind that I can't do that. So now I've just got to prove to everyone that I'm worthy of it, and that going forward they're going to have a good goalkeeper starting next season.
So the last few weeks, you kind of, as much as say it's only 3 games, you've gone about doing that, you've played well. Is it then frustrating for you with the problems at the other end of the pitch? The team aren't scoring, you're making the saves, but you're still losing? It
is, but again, that's my job. There'll be times where one goes in where they think, but then steady, you're going to get me out of jail with a goal, do you know what I mean? So it works in cycles, and I keep saying it's my job at the end of the day, and all I can keep doing is working and trying to make the save and trying to keep the ball out, because like I say, look at the names on paper, and I know you don't win games on paper, but them players are going to get goals. It's going to turn around for us, and it's only a matter of time until things do go right for us.
The club's a long way clear of the relegation zone in terms of points, but without a winning 6, is the season in danger of petering out now?
I wouldn't ever say we're safe, if I'm perfectly honest. It's you lose and one of the bottom 2 win. It soon gets lower and lower. You've got to get the win. I think we need 1 or 2 wins, but not that we'll need them to stay up. I think we need them for ourselves, for the belief, and we don't want it. No one's on the beach yet. If you put it that way, we want to win games, and it's just not happened for us in the last 3 or 4 games. So you do have that scenario that people might be thinking, there's nothing to play for, but there's players playing for contracts and pride, if anything, and for places next season. So I think there's still a lot to play for, in my opinion. But like I say, it's how everyone approaches it and uses their own mentality to go forward.
And the team, it's been a long time since you won at home, but still 5,000 fans at last home game. Is it important you give them something to shout about on Saturday?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you look at the infrastructure and everything about this club. It shouldn't be where it is. So we need. That's what I'm saying. We need to give a bit back as players. You can get on the management, the board, the staff, anyone, but at the end of the day, the results aren't happening because of us 11 that are playing on a Saturday. We haven't been, to put it bluntly, we haven't been good enough in the last 3 games, and we need to turn that around for the fans and put smiles on the face. And
there's been a bit of unrest with the fans. There's been talk of the club being sold. All that off the field stuff, does that affect the players?
To be honest, we don't hear anything about it. In that change room, it's really tight knit. We're laughing and joking every day, and that doesn't come into it. We've got a good team spirit, and what happens up here and that, honestly, you could ask me all day about it, I wouldn't be able to answer it. So I couldn't tell you. So we try not to. I'd say we try not to. It doesn't affect us because we have no idea what's going on. So because we don't allow it to, we just concentrate on the football, and that's all we can do.